All right, women are on the verge of becoming second-class citizens. Black people are on the verge of becoming second-class citizens because we're gonna have a Alex Jones fucking Supreme Court judge. But football's back, baby.
Haha! Welcome to America.
Who don't give a shit about the problems going on out in that world, baby. There's fucking football.
No.
Honest to God, though. Oh,
Huh?
so, no, go ahead.
Oh no, he better stop pissing and moaning about the NFL because this is a great distraction for him.
Seriously, football is a great distraction for him.
Yes.
Well, that's why I love how, like, god damn, those, I'm blanking on their names, but Trump has been blabbing about he loves them, and these two black chicks have podcasts and stuff, and they're goofballs, to say the least.
He's ragging on him?
No, he's supporting him because they were saying no president has done more for black people than Donald Trump, which, like, I would say no president has done good things for, like, yeah, Obama allows black people to go, hey, you can become president, and Cory Booker might well be the next president of the United States, but like for everyday black people, no. But that's also because an economy just crashed when Obama became president.
Yeah. So
And
there were other
it's
things.
the reality is that anything Obama would have done would have had to have been done through the executive order.
Yeah.
Which is that's the Iran deal. All that stuff was only done through executive order.
Yeah.
So anything good he would have done for black people, Trump would have just ended it because it's Obama doing it.
Yes. Exactly.
So this idea that he care, and guess what? He doesn't care about black people because he wouldn't be putting Brett Kavanaugh as a Supreme Court judge, a man who has voted to have voting ID laws in states, which means that black people can't vote, which, it's kind of hard to say that you live in a democracy when you're not allowed to vote.
What the court said,
Oh, we're watching football too, and a strip fumble. Thankfully, the guy stepped out of bounds. The team that we are rooting for, Walter, myself, Devin, say your name. Say hello.
Hi.
And Cody.
Yes.
Our team just fumbled the football. Our team is not very good. We're not gonna say who our team is because they don't deserve for us to say their name yet.
Not yet.
But they got fumbled, and the other team should have ran it back for a touchdown, but they didn't because I don't know, that guy's a fucking idiot.
Pretty much.
But our team's gonna win, but they're not. They're playing Southern Utah, so it's not like they.
Oh, you gave it away.
No, I didn't give it away. People are like, who the fuck?
Yeah, I don't think that if the one person listening is gonna take the time of the day, who did Southern Utah play?
But I don't know. Like, it's just.
Remember when the state of North Carolina got in trouble for the voter suppression laws?
Yeah.
And it went to the court, and the court document came out, and it said, this targets minority groups with almost surgical precision.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I love it that they put it in that language, just to really show the point of how fucking reprehensible this is.
Yeah. And it is, of course, the Republicans doing this.
Yeah.
We also saw a tweet from that Gilliam that's running, the Democrat nominee for governor of Florida. And he's like, the environmental laws under Rick Scott have been horrible. And he did a link to a story where they've had red algae this summer. And there's just dead fish and turtles everywhere. And it's like, we've had the red algae blooms of Florida, Japan, like heat waves that are killing people, followed by just massive tsunamis, and then the West Coast just on fire. And it's like, no, let's not do it. Let's poison the earth more with Trump's fucking deregulations.
We're really on the last panel of the Hieronymus Bosch painting.
What?
Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah, it's the one where, like, the one that Leonardo DiCaprio talked about in that documentary.
Oh, it is in that, but yeah, it's also in Bruges as well.
Mm.
Where, you know, the one on the left is the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
The middle is, you know, civilization, and the right is what the fuck civilization does to the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's basically, like, we're
You
on
know,
that.
fires and
Just a
drought
shitty...
yeah.
Fucking... a shitty future if we, don't...
Yeah.
Don't get our shit together, but it's not gonna happen.
Oh, fuck no.
I actually saw a thing where there was a report that said that, like, if we did clean energy stuff, like the amount of jobs we would bring would be, like, even that's from just a human survival point of view. It's like when you want, like, people in the future to live. But unfortunately, half of America is like sadists who want to just destroy the earth for the economy.
The economy.
The fucking economy is more important than life itself.
And jobs.
Jobs and economy, and so we're just gonna clean coal, baby.
Clean coal. Yep, we're gonna go out there with our Dove soap and
Let's see
with a
if
toothbrush and scrub the coal.
Cody, you should see if. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna do it myself.
Oh.
I want to see if who was Florida State playing? Townsend? Samford.
I think Samford's up at half.
Yeah, the game is like probably midway through third quarter.
Oh, this is Mountain West. Yeah, that's...
Oh, kill it. Oh, god damn it. Hold on, don't do anything yet. Okay, good.
So, Florida State is playing some shit school.
They're down by 2.
Uh-oh.
The ACC network, huh?
Oh, it's the internet, too. Yeah, that'd be awesome if Florida State lost to... It's fucking
So
Samford.
fucking awesome.
I don't know who Samford is. What are you looking up, you fuck?
Spencer's talking shit on Florida State, so I'm responding to him.
Oh. What are you doing? Just like I'll... Bullshit.
Oh, no, I'm still here.
Listening to you. And then you started talking about what you want to see Florida State.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just... This whole week I've just been watching... or reading stuff about Brett Kavanaugh, and it's just been really depressing. And I'm a fucking white guy. Like, I should be the least depressed about him.
Yeah.
He's putting me back on top, baby.
Yep.
Back on top?
Oh, dude, don't you know the white man's been brought down under Obama?
I think we've been on top.
No. I mean, we've only had...
Dude, didn't you hear about that?
43 out of, 45 presidents be white. I think almost every... Right now, you know, like majority of Congress and Senate, white men.
Yes.
Fortune 500 CEOs.
43 out of 45?
Or 44 out of 45.
So let's say you counting Bill Clinton as black or something?
He was at Aretha Franklin's funeral.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, he was one of few white people there.
Bill Maher says he's our first black president.
A lot of people... Jamel Hill said he was the first black president. So...
Like, almost every Fortune 500 CEO is white.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
All the 4-star generals of the Joint
Yeah, but
Chiefs
you
are
know
white.
what? Fucking football wide receivers and running backs are not white. God damn it.
And that's a black man's fault?
Yeah, the white people aren't allowed to.
But, like, every head coach is white.
No, I know. That's the fucking...
All the owners are white.
This guy got fired from the Daily Caller for writing shit on, I can't remember the name of the website that, some weird, there's Axios.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like some, like, it was like Radix, I think, was the name of the site that Richard Spencer started.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and you know what I've noticed about all these white nationalist guys is they're all ugly. They want this pure white race of Americans, and it's like, you guys are fucking ugly.
What what kind of pure race are they talking about? Like
they want a white ethno state, is what Richard Spencer wants.
Well,
and it's
like 15 million people, 8 last names, kind of thing.
Oh, a guy almost made a sweet one-handed catch for a touchdown, but he dropped it.
I mean, like a pure bloodline kind of thing.
Yeah, he wants a white ethno state.
What's up, Hitler?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, I was like thinking, the backwood, like 15 million people, 8 last names.
I was on the Southern Poverty Law Center's website like a week ago, and they had like a timeline for like racist shit that people did in the Trump administration, or even Trump too, because he called Omarosa a dog. Yeah. Which, like, okay, like that's good language to use for. Yeah. To describe a black person that you chose to be in your White House anyway, so. Yeah. So it's like, the idea that you would turn around and call her. I mean, he just.
But he chooses the best people.
And I hate how people act like he's like being attacked. I hate it when people say he's being attacked more than any other president. It's like Obama can get. I mean, they wanted to just impeach Obama for being black. Donald Trump is literally obstructing justice. Yes. Like he is, has proven that he does not care for the rule of law. No. And so, like, the idea, like, if any president ever had said shit like this publicly, like he has, like, they would be impeached.
Imagine Barack Obama saying he was going to get involved in the Justice Department.
Oh, seriously, they'd be fucking. Republicans were saying that him and Holder were too close. And it's like not even it's not even close to what this was. No. And they might have even had an argument for it, but but it's not to this extent. But fucking Shapiro, Ben Shapiro's such a piece of shit. He's
still a thing.
Oh yeah. He blamed Obama for Trump because Obama culturally divided this country. And it's like, how did he culturally divide this country aside from, because he wanted to give rights to gay people and transgender people, and like that's why.
Human rights is the worst.
I know, it's fucking those human rights.
Someone,
I can't remember the picture, but it's like someone had like blame Obama. It was like a picture of like a cartoon picture with Ben Shapiro's face on it, and he's like a leprechaun or something. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was basically like the post was basically like, blame Obama. Blaming Obama for everything is the conservative argument.
Well, now it's you blame the immigrant.
Yeah,
because it's just a deflection to not take responsibility of yourself. Like, if you can't get something. If you can't get a job, if you can't get this, it's someone else's fault. Yeah. It's not your fault. It's fucking lazy.
Yeah. It is. Well, and oh my god, every time you go to a channel, it's commercials.
It's absolutely fucking lazy. That's all it is. It's an excuse to not take responsibility for yourself. It's easier to blame Obama or an immigrant than it is to say, look in the mirror and say, what the fuck do I need to do?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, it's like, that's why I texted Ben Shapiro. It's like, take responsibility for yourselves. Like, you're conservative. Donald Trump is the conclusion of the conservative movement. Yeah. For the decades of listening to Rush Limbaugh and watching Fox News, Donald Trump is the conclusion. Yes. Like, he's not an aberration of the Republican Party. No. He is what they were becoming. Yeah. Like, they're a white identity, culture, political party. Yes. And then it's like there's gay people in the Republican Party and there's black people in the Republican Party. And guess what? Those people hate gay people, black people as much, if not more, than fucking...
Yeah, exactly.
Than conservatives that hate gay people and black people. Like, who hates black people more than Ben Carson?
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
The guy's has spent his entire time of running HUD to to make it more expensive for black people, housing more expensive for black people.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, he hates black people just as much as anybody does.
Yep.
It's like, why don't black people... I love how, like, just, like, ridiculous they try to pin, like, black people into, like, you vote for the Democrats because you're, like, you're slaves to them or whatever. And it's like, well, actually, they're, like, they have their problems, but they're also not the political party that's trying to take away my right to vote. So why would I vote for a party who wants to take away my vote?
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
They're just fucking stupid.
Yeah, because, okay, yes, I vote for a Democrat and he fucks up. Well, guess what? I'm going to vote for the next guy to replace him. It's called voting.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't really vote for people out or in if you fucking take that away from me.
Yeah, it's the democratic process.
I mean, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Why aren't you just a slave to Democrats? Voting. It's like, oh yeah, because I'm going to vote Republican, buddy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, the Democratic Party doesn't like me, but your party fucking hates my guts.
Yeah. How? I don't know. And that was the whole thing. They spent...
It's like black people can fucking think, retards. Like, It's pretty common sense. They have, like... Black people can apply common sense to their actions.
Yeah.
In their decision making.
If you just fucking pick your head up or remove it from your ass and partake within the realm and spectrum of reality, you can
like that you were just saying about the North Carolina.
Yeah.
Like, why would a black person in North Carolina vote Republican?
Exactly.
Especially one that is an intelligent, thorough, like, person who is into being intellectual and reading and stuff. They would not vote for a fucking Republican.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the hypocrisy of that, and like, we're going to be celebrating fucking Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's like, why are we celebrating it for if black people aren't going to have the fucking right to vote? If the voting right, if Kavanaugh becomes a Supreme Court judge, the Voting Rights Act will be it was taken out under Scalia.
Yeah.
When Justice Scalia was in there, they voted to get rid of the Voting Rights Act.
Well, that's another...
Because racism is over.
I think it, wasn't it, like, in the 2000 election, like, it came down, what was it, Scalia or Thomas?
It was Scalia.
Yeah, and who put Scalia in?
Who did put Scalia in?
Was it Daddy Bush?
Probably was Daddy Bush. I mean, it was either Daddy Bush or Reagan.
Yeah.
I don't...
But who was Reagan's VP? Daddy Bush.
Yeah, exactly. True.
It's just...
Well, I know, it's just disgusting. And then Kavanaugh's a Bush guy, and...
Yeah.
Which is a reminder to people, like, life wasn't great under Bush either.
No,
okay?
life was pretty terrible under Bush.
Like, we've gotten, like people were talking about, like, oh, look at George Bush give Michelle Obama a candy, like, and McCain, like, so what?
Okay.
So what? And after Vietnam, and even, honestly, even that in itself was ridiculous, but after Vietnam, McCain went about doing shit for nobody.
Yeah.
Like, McCain's track record as and even, like, his stuff of, like, getting corporate finance reform out, like, okay, but then it just it didn't mean anything because what they passed, him and Feingold passed, just got immediately taken away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even that in itself was, like, even the good things he did, it didn't...
No.
But, like, George, like, so it's like, this is the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Like, Kamala Harris asked him, like, just a perfect, common sense question. Is there any laws that regulate the man's body? And there isn't.
No.
But we're going to fucking do that with women.
Yep.
And then all these fucking stories they've tried to use, like Lindsey Graham and Brett Kavanaugh, like, they've all tried to use, like, he's a good family man who loves his daughters, and who gives a shit? Their daughters, their fucking daughters get the, ooh, that doesn't look good.
He literally died.
Holy fuck, that dude is not moving.
He broke his leg. This guy, like, was running on defense and he just fell over and he looks like he's dead, but I think it's because he just like shattered his leg.
He didn't come in contact with anybody.
No, I think he just I don't know. That was weird. They didn't even show a replay because that was. You watched the replay card and then you describe it. And I was like, it's like, so what? That Kavanaugh's a fucking like his daughter's gonna grow up to learn that their dad is fucking the one who voted to make sure that women are second-class citizens. Yeah. That the government controls their bodies. And then someone should ask those daughters when they get older, like, hey, and they're in college, like, hey, like, would your dads vote for a law that made it, like those 5 guys that will vote for this, to get rid of Roe v. Wade, they would not vote for a law that required men, if they got someone pregnant, that they had to fiscally be responsible for that child until that child became 18. They would not sign that into law.
Oh, nice. We get to just breed more piece of shit, pathetic excuses for human beings.
Well, not even that. The guy will just knock someone up and then just go bounce. And then the chick's left to do underground abortion on her own.
That and just create a bigger welfare state.
Well, they're not going to do that, though. See,
that's what it'll create.
Well, exactly. Like, if pro-lifers were for universal income, housing, healthcare, daycare, like, if they were for all these things, then I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, at least we know the child is never going to have to deal with extreme poverty.
Yes.
They might deal with poverty, but at least the mom and the baby don't have to worry about going to bed on the streets.
Exactly.
Or to bed hungry.
Yeah.
But no, they're not even going to fucking... Actually, no, they're going to do the opposite of that.
Yep.
They're going to get rid of Social Security. Ben Kavanaugh's going to make the Affordable Care Act unconstitutional and replace it with something more draconian.
Yeah, weren't they dismantling CHIP?
And they're going to do... Where the Republicans are dismantled CHIP, which is food for millions of children. So, like, don't say you're pro-life and for the kids when you get rid of a thing that provides food for kids.
There's voting records, folks.
It is just so hypocritical. It is a hypocritical monster.
Yes. Yep.
And it is just, Jesus Christ. Cody's busy or the dog took a shit or something.
Oh, you dumping your beer.
The dog cleaned up my beer.
No, he didn't. He licked up like a little bit of it.
Oh, I thought he licked it up, man. He was
No.
there for a while.
That's okay.
Shit. The dog was there. Oh, he got drunk. He's like, all right, I'm good. He knows how to handle his liquor. Good doggy.
Good there, Duffy.
Oh God. The Kavanaugh, Kamala Harris, aside from her asking him about if there's a law that regulates the man's body.
Yeah.
Another very terrifying thing to watch was she was asking him if he had talked to anyone at this law firm about, at a specific law firm about if he has talked to anyone about Bob Mueller or his Russian investigation at the law firm that was started by a guy named Kasowitz, who is Donald Trump, one of Donald Trump's lawyers.
Donald Trump. Oh, you mean David Dennison?
Oh yeah, David Dennison. Yeah, David Dennison. Or John Barron.
Yeah, John Barron. That was the other one.
That's what's so amazing about that his son is named Barron.
Yeah.
He used the name of one of his fake names.
Yes.
Like, that is what's so... He's such a ego monster, man.
Fuck yes, he is.
Like, it is so terrifying how... Like, okay, they're all in ways ego monsters, but, like, he just takes it to cloud 9.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And it's just like... But so she's asking this, and he was like... Brett Kavanaugh was like... It was almost like he was, like, asking, like a person? Or, like he was confused if she was asking what... It was like as if she was asking whether she talked to a person or a printer. Because he was like, a person? Like, is there a specific person? And she's like, it's a yes or no question. Have you talked to anybody about Bob Mueller or the investigation at that. It was a 3-name law firm, and Kasowitz is one of them. And he still will not answer the question. Then, of course, a Republican senator interjects and goes like, well, there's like a lot of people, there's a lot of law firms and a lot of people working at law firms. So
that's why I'm narrowing down this specific law firm.
And furthermore, the idea that that he cannot remember talking to people at a specific law firm, to a specific person, about a specific case, this person does not have the mental capacity worthy of a Supreme Court if he can't have that kind of fucking memory. Like, that person has no memory, even though he was lying like a motherfucker.
Yes, it's Washington speak for, yes, I did, but I am not going to say that.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
Well, and that's the thing, is that he has blatantly lied to the Senate Judiciary Committee. And he's going to get in because Susan Collins, and goddamn it, Maine, no one is listening to me there, but fuck. You need to vote Susan Collins out.
Yes. Yes.
She is a liar. She sold you guys down a fucking river.
Just like the Democrats.
She sold your women down the fucking river.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's fucking drives me nuts about conservative women. Like, why are you voting to be second class?
Yeah.
You're voting people in who want to make you second class. Why?
I can't grasp it either.
Like, Democrats are not these... There's Democrats that aren't these... They're not these radical leftist economists. They're...
No, have you paid attention to them?
Like,
Jesus Christ.
Bill Clinton brought in NAFTA.
Yes.
Like, it's not... The left is... The Democratic Party is not... The Democratic Party, I've said it 1,000 times, but it's just... You might as well just say it anyways. They are what Republicans used to be in the 70s.
The Republicans...
Or, like, the progressive Republicans of the 70s.
Yeah.
Which isn't really...
No.
Not a lot. But...
Well, I mean, okay, let me say this. What would you call the politician who signed into effect an agency that protects the environment, signs a clean water and clean air bill? I mean, who... Safety regulations
with cars.
Safety regulation, yes. What
with automobiles, putting in seatbelts and whatnot.
What politician...
What side? Was he a Republican or Democrat?
He was a Republican.
Yeah, it was Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon.
But that's because that was the last time that, like, the Republicans or the Washington, D.C. feared liberals.
Yeah.
Because he would shit his pants when hippies would come to protest him in the war and stuff.
Yeah,
he would think that they're...
Yeah.
What an idiot. The guy picked up a blocked field goal, just let it roll on the ground. Football meatheads, man. Gotta love them.
Yeah.
It is this. But yeah, it's just frustrating to live in this era of utter stupidity.
Fuck yes, it is. It's willful.
Like, I'm not,
there are so many avenues to get actual credited information, but people they're so fucking lazy that they don't.
And it's like, I'm not a big, I'm a science illiterate. It's just, here's a common sense question. If you don't think humans impact the environment, or can, cause climate change and impact the environment, like conservatives insanely try to argue, you'd be like, well, then explain to me New York City. Like, and it's not even just climate change. It's, I just read a thing about the orca whales in the Pacific Northwest. There's only like 75 of them left because, there's a bunch of toxic chemicals in the water, but also there's just less and less Chinook salmon.
Yeah.
And that's what they need to eat.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, instead of us cutting down on something we don't need to eat, like salmon, like, I mean, we need to eat healthy, but I mean, like, I'm sorry, but if you don't live in the Northwest, you shouldn't be eating fucking salmon. It's not where you live. Like, we need to go and, like...
Well, and honestly, after, especially in this area, and knowing, like, what the fuck is out in the ocean, like,
with plastic.
Really fucking close, I'm not the biggest on eating seafood anymore.
Yeah, just
honestly.
Just that it's fucking who knows what's in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and that we're probably eating fish that has spent like its lifetime eating plastic.
Yeah, and swimming around in
radioactive waste. And
yeah,
it's fucking it's actually really terrifying how bad we've just destroyed this planet.
Yeah.
That we're not going to put bees on the endangered species list because of farmers. I mean, we live in where me and the guys live it is farmer country, but where there's pesticides being sprayed, there's bees dying. There's also the radio tower, the cell phone towers aren't helping them either.
Yeah.
So it's not just farming and farmers that are doing it, but it's the farmers that are protesting it the most because herbicides will be the first thing to go.
Yeah, for God's sake, you need your spray, man. You need your spray.
That would go before getting rid of cell phones.
Even though,
like, good luck getting rid of cell phones.
Oh, fuck no. No.
Like, when I think my cell phone's broken, I'm like fucking like a drug addict for 30 minutes. Until I accept, like, dude, it's just a fucking phone.
Yeah.
I've got an iPad. I'll live. But, yeah, so, like, we're not even, it's just like there's just so much common sense shit that it doesn't.
Common sense and critical thought are by the wayside anymore.
Wanted reading.
Just the ability to think forward instead of being reactionary.
Yeah.
Be proactive, not reactive. We just react to everything. And, there's no thinking about it. It's just that instant fucking reaction.
Well, and then it's just like Donald Trump wants to bring back coal, and is my thing reacting to when I talk? Can the mic pick me up?
Oh yeah, it's picking you up.
Okay.
I set it down so.
No, I know. I'm just saying that I'm leaning back, but
you're still in the
he
green.
wants to pay. He's using taxpayer money to keep coal industry alive, even though even conservatives are moving away from coal because it's cheaper to get for natural gas. And it's going to only become exceedingly more cheaper for fucking solar panels and wind power.
Yes.
Because it's sun and wind is an infinity source.
And how much...
It's not a limited source. It's an unlimited source.
Another thing, how much of this planet is covered by water?
Most of it, like 90% of it or some shit like that. Like an insane...
Why don't we just start also investing in, like wave energy?
Oh yeah, if we did wave energy, wind, solar, geothermal.
Yeah.
Like, we would need just a little bit of oil and natural, like, the amount of, like, because you need oil in the sense that, like, the computer, there's a lot of things that have the process of oil, but...
So, when I was at Oregon State, I took an oceanography class.
Yeah.
And we talked about wave energy, and they were doing studies off the coast of Newport. And they're like, it's very efficient and produces a ton of energy. It's like probably the best solution for it. But we can't do it because the real estate. People who have an ocean view kill it.
Yep.
They're like, no, I don't want to look at these fucking things in the ocean. I want to look at the ocean in the sunset.
It's like, why would that not make... Because it's not like it's going to be the whole thing, because they don't want fish and wildlife to die off, so they're going to do it in a way that's...
Like, you have to do it close enough so you can transport it to land, so people have to see it.
Too fucking bad.
That's the thing, though. That's... yeah, seriously, it's like, too fucking bad. Do you want the Earth? Do you want your view or fucking humanity to survive?
That's the thing. Everything's about around money. We still use oil and clean coal because money.
Yep.
No such fucking thing.
Well, that's what's crazy about Donald Trump is that his golf courses in, like, is it Sweden?
I think it was Scotland. They wanted to put up the windmills, right?
Well, that like they're gonna do. He wants them to do something because the sea level's gonna rise and it's gonna take out his golf course.
Maybe you shouldn't have pulled out of the Paris Climate Accord.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's going after California because they want to have their own laws for fuel emissions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he's trying to go after them at that because if California is allowed to do their own form of car emissions, the car industry will follow suit as a whole because California is a huge fucking market for them.
You can't not sell to California.
So if they don't sell cars to California, they are fucked. And Japan's like, hell yeah, we'll do it. We'll make it cars 40 miles per gallon for everything. We'll take in that fucking big ass market. You fucking dumbass American companies.
Isn't that interfering on states' rights?
Yep. Well, that's the thing is that they're not. Everyone. That's why I'm in the middle of like there's states' rights and there's should be.
Yeah, there states, but if it infringes upon the liberties of individuals, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like voter suppression with voter ID laws.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, there should be there's things that need to be federal laws, and then there's things that need to be state laws. And federal laws is the right to vote.
Yes.
To be an equal citizen under the rule of law.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. But then the weed, that stuff, hell, if Alabama wants to make porn illegal, whatever.
Fuck it.
That's they voted for it.
Yeah, they voted.
Let them fucking deal with not having porn. That's what they want to do. Fine.
I'm guessing it'll be a huge market in Alabama.
Yeah.
The underground porn industry.
You know what porn they like watching?
Gay porn.
No. It's black guys in the South. It's the most popular style of porn is black guys fucking white women.
Interesting.
Because it's naughty. It's naughty.
Taboo.
It's taboo to have a black man.
Fucking your wife.
Down here, down
Fucking your wives.
In the swamps of Mississippi, we don't like black guys having sex with white women, but damn it makes me... Damn it, I like looking up that shit on browsers, I tell you.
What are you doing, Indiana Jones?
Oh, man.
It's just... Oh, God. Yeah.
It's just, it's annoying how just double standard, stupid... Boy, USC is going to score 3 points against Stanford. They're probably thinking, shit, instead of keeping Todd Helton, we should have just done with our hearts and gone after Chris Peterson.
Yeah.
But, soccer.
Gross. Oh, that's cool.
Devin saw Connecticut Boise State on the TV, and he's like, hell yeah. It's already 38-0. Is there any other games? California BYU.
There you go.
Or Michigan State at Arizona State?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Decent night games.
Yeah, that's a decent game in the non-conference schedule.
Yeah. And BYU's already beaten a Pac-12 opponent.
They're losing right now.
Who?
Because Cal's pretty
Washington
decent.
State.
Oh, they're losing San Jose State?
Oh, no. Cal's beating BYU.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I've been reading Chris Hedges' new book. It's pretty depressing. So here's a story. He's one of those he's kind of like Hunter S. Thompson in the he's kind of a gonzo reporter where he goes and act he doesn't just sit at home.
He partakes in it.
He partakes in the story, and so he. First of all, I just want to say that he talks about he compares football to what it was for gladiators back in the day.
Yeah.
Because the gladiators were, the Romans are into it, and Cicero sitting there writing you guys are fucking up this way and that way and this and that, and so they cut his head off and cut his hands off and took it to the ring, and said he can no longer speak and no longer write, and the crowd cheered, and then Mark Antony's wife spit on his head. So it's like we're doing the same thing where it's like Colin Kaepernick does the most benign thing.
Yeah.
And we're just like, we don't want to talk about black people getting shot by the cops. We don't want to talk about that. So,
God damn it, will you just stand the fuck up and run your head into that other guy's head?
Yeah. So having said that, I fall in the same thing. I have to watch like sports to just for a minute just not think about shit like anybody else. But tying in the cops and the sort of using football as a
yeah.
In his book he talked to a girl who ended up becoming a prostitute because of just like how people get hooked into heroin and how it takes over people.
Yes.
And she ended up getting married, and to get money for heroin, her husband told her to become a prostitute in like New Jersey. And so she would do it, but she didn't like doing it. And so at first what they do is they would get a customer, they get into the hotel room, and then he'd come and mug them. And she came about to trying to do it to the same guy. Oh, this guy's trying to eat something really hot.
The burrito?
No, he's just in the middle of the student section just eating a burrito.
I don't know, the commentator's just like sweating his ass off.
He's down in Tempe.
He's down in Tempe, Arizona, where it's
eating
hotter.
A burrito with hot sauce.
Hotter than a whore in church.
But so anyways, she ended up like just becoming a full-on prostitute, and the cops would. So what cops would do is, and she didn't. It takes the first couple times a prostitute gets arrested by a cop, they kind of fall for the trick where the cop goes, "I'll take you in unless you give me a blowjob." And so then after a while, she's like, "Just fucking take me in, fuck you." But her sister-in-law, or former sister-in-law, this lady's since got her shit together in the sense that she's like just like working at a coffee shop now or something. But this chick, her and her sister-in-law got arrested, and when they went into the jailhouse, that was the 39th time that the sister-in-law had gone in there for prostitution. And when she came in, the cops were all cheering because they caught her again. And it's like, yeah, good old cops, baby. Praise those cops, man.
Yep.
Like, god damn.
Yep.
Sorry, but I just don't treat cops as benevolent. Especially since the birth of cops in America were slave patrols, so.
Well, there's one that is in a community that we are very familiar with that pulls over teenage girls to just talk to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and yes, of course, there's good cops, of course.
Of course, there's good cops.
There's good people in every fucking.
Yeah.
As long as there's limits. Like, okay, you're an ISIS, you're not. There's no demeaning. There's no qualities that can bring you back from that unless, like, you quit or unless you like become an informant for us against ISIS. Like, that's the only thing you could do to redeem yourself. Otherwise, just like, sorry if you get blown up. Yeah. You deserve it.
Yep.
But I don't know. It was just really, it's pretty crazy reading that. Because he obviously was, he was way more, he's so much more literate than I am. And just, it was so much more in depth about just the, like, and it just, sorry, but like, you know, like if you got like people who bitch, like, you can't bitch about prostitution and then bitch about the idea of universal income. Yeah. Because, like, they're fucking doing that shit to literally survive. Like, it's It's easier said than done to be. Devin looks like he said, "Oh, there you go. Yeah, he finally opened that bottle of wine. Yeah.
Woo!
That took himself some fucking sweet ass time." Do they? Oh wait, they Herm Edwards. I forgot. I was gonna say, do they still have that douchebag coach? And it's like, no, they don't. They got fucking Herm Edwards.
They're gonna play to win the game, man.
They are going to play to win the game.
Hello.
God, I better not see him punt on 4th and 1 at the 40-yard line.
I hope he does.
Oh, man. God, Minnesota barely beat Fresno State. How's that rowing the boat there, buddy? PJ Fleck.
Ooh. Tuck just crapped himself.
Did he actually poop?
No, I farted.
And he's kind of crapped out, too.
I mean, he's been right here. I don't think he's pooped.
Yeah, Cody's dog, dog farts are bad, but his dog's farts are like a corpse.
To the end.
Like going to the Battle of Gettysburg, 2 days after it happened, and the bodies are still out there. That's what it fucking smells like.
Yikes.
Seriously, dude. My dog, he would fart, but he would there was never really a smell.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
You're lucky.
I mean, there were farts that he would have that would stink, but he would have fart. They were mainly the farts where he would cough and then he'd fart.
Mustache fart.
Yeah. And then he'd turn around and be like, what the fuck was that? But, fucking A, I don't know what else to talk about because my brain's been fried from this week of,
I
Brett
really
Kavanaugh.
don't give a shit who the fuck the anonymous op-ed author is.
They're still a piece of shit.
Yes.
Furthermore, they said they're proud of the tax cuts and, the robust military.
That's the thing. When
Jesus.
the fuck in the last 70 fucking years hasn't the military been robust?
Seriously. That's what's annoying is that it's the military has been robust since World War II.
Yeah. I'm failing to understand that. Yes. So whatever, they're fucking complicit. The
military isn't it's insane, the budget. We're spending more on it than anyone combined.
They're essentially holding democracy hostage to get what they want. That's essentially what they're doing.
It's like this idea that, Jesus Christ, I don't...
They mention, evoking the 25th Amendment, but, don't really want to cause a constitutional crisis. It's like, no, you just want to get whatever the fuck... You want to loot everything and then get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, I don't get how, what are you actually stopping Trump from doing?
Yeah.
I don't get what...
Pulling off assassinations on foreign leaders?
That's, one thing that's benign,
It's like, okay, yeah, that's a good thing, but... just to loot and pillage?
Yeah. The tax policies are they obviously favor the rich. They're going to increase the debt. So that same person who's proud of the tax cuts and the robust military, what they've done is...
What the fuck pays for that shit?
It's antithesis to conservatism, fiscal conservatism, since you're going to increase government spending, but you're going to decrease government funding.
Yes.
So...
It's one of those...
Yeah,
head
fuck
scratchers?
that person. Fuck that person.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's why that person's someone wrote an op-ed in the Huffington Post, and they said that and I agree with them on what they said, which was, I agree with Donald Trump. This person is a coward.
They are a fucking coward.
Donald Trump is right about saying they're gutless and shameless and a coward. He is right about that.
I think this is the one thing any side possible agrees on.
Yeah.
Like, we all think like this guy.
The people for Donald Trump and the people against Donald Trump are like, this
both
guy is a coward.
Yes.
Like, if you're gonna talk shit about Donald Trump, at least like put your name to it, you bitch.
Mike Pence, put your fucking name to it, you little cunt.
Seriously.
We all know it's you.
We all know it's Mike.
I think that little weasel's so out of the fucking loop, he's not taking anything off his desk.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's for sure him.
You feel like it's him?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
But again, I don't give one iota of a mother's fuck. I don't care. They're a fucking coward. Stand the fuck up. Be an adult. Don't be a child throwing spitballs in the dark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up. Splinter News has an article of like the best guess we have for who it is.
Oh, there's that word that he uses, that unique.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Because he uses that word, and then there's like 10 speeches he has that he has the same exact word. And then I know it's Omarosa, and she's like one of the worst people. But she's like, that speech or that letter he wrote sounds just like what Pence's staff does. Guarantee you, it's that fucking weird ass.
Yeah, there's one person who had a. It could be someone though really boring in it though too. They're saying like Splinter's guess is that it's this guy named the guy who's on he's the director. It's Andrew Bremberg, an assistant to the president and director of Domestic Policy Council, an under-the-radar body which supervises the development, coordination, and execution of domestic policy in the White House. See, that's a kind of a boring one. I want it to be Mike Pence, or just
if there is one thing I want it to be like somebody high up, but not John Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It'd be nice to who's the loyalist in there anymore.
Who's what?
Who's a loyalist to Trump in there?
I know, that's the only thing I wanted.
Like
to
if it was like a Kellyanne Conway,
Kellyanne or Sarah Sanders.
Did that guy? What happened to that guy? I don't know.
Did he get targeting?
No, he was the one that got the interception, got tackled. I don't know.
Sarah Sanders or Kellyanne are the loyalists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Sarah Sanders can do anything like
what it's saying. Bill Maher was like, Sarah Sanders could be the one that did this because she is good at lying.
Touche.
She is sociopathic enough that she.
I don't think she did it because I think she likes just doing what she does.
Yeah.
She seems like she just looks for
she's Eva Braun who gained 20 pounds eating too many Twinkies.
It's exposure, and that's what they feed on.
Her ability to lie is so stunningly and terrifyingly sociopathic.
Yeah. I read I can't forget what outlet it was. I think it was Politico. But it was in response to everything that came out this week. It's like, and everybody talking about, the book, Bob Woodward's book, and now this Time article. And everybody just talking about it. And it's like, in the grand scheme of this isn't hurting Trump because he feeds off the fucking attention.
Yeah.
So maybe if the media really wanted to get to him,
his audience, his followers are not. Bob Woodward's a piece of shit.
No, yeah,
dude, at his rally in Montana, because I just saw some. I forgot I was looking up something while I was taking a shit, and fuck, I blanked. Oh, so at his rally in Montana,
yeah.
He said literally, he says that he did his Kim Jong-un likes me, he thinks I'm a great guy, and the crowd cheered.
Of course they did.
This guy's saying, hey, that asshole fucking dictator in the worst country to live in the world, that guy likes me, and the crowd fucking cheers for that.
Yeah.
North Korea is so bad that you could move. A North Korean can move from there to Saudi Arabia and go, this is a lot better. I actually get food, and I can turn on the electricity, and I can shit in a toilet and flush it.
Exactly.
There's actual things that Saudi Arabia would provide you than living in North Korea. That's how fucking awful North Korea is.
Yeah.
Is that you would rather live in Saudi Arabia than live in North Korea.
Yep.
Just shut the fuck up about the monarchy. Don't look at women and don't steal.
Yeah.
All right. The government's going to give you like $15,000 a year because, like, if they don't, you're going to be thinking, why the fuck do we have these people?
Yeah. Yeah.
But also at that rally, there's that guy who was standing behind Trump who's making the faces.
Where the guy that got kicked out or something?
Yeah. He was like, what? Like, what? He was like, he's become on Twitter the hashtag plaid shirt guy.
The plaid shirt guy. Yeah.
Did you see any of that, Cody? The plaid shirt guy?
Making the faces and they had to kick him out.
Yeah. People fucking know it. Trump would say something, he'd just be like, what?
It's nice to see there actually are some people there that will.
Yeah, he said that he just goes to those things just because, but he did put on a Democratic Socialist sticker on his shirt.
That'll do it. That'll get you off TV.
That's a bold move.
Yeah, and he was a supporter of Bernie. He cheered at the part where Donald Trump said that Bernie Sanders got the vote stolen from him, from Hillary. Because they just did, the Democratic Party did shit where they didn't allow independents to vote.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that.
That's why, in our primary, I had to choose a party affiliate to vote for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, he's right, but it's like, hey, Donald, you realize if Bernie had beaten Hillary, you wouldn't be president right now.
Pretty much.
Just to let you know.
Yeah.
Because there were people who voted for Trump who said they would vote, if Bernie Sanders win, they'll vote for Bernie Sanders, but they don't think he'll win and that Hillary will win.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like God damn, I hate the Democratic Party.
Yep. So fucking stupid.
It's just that...
So fucking stupid.
They suck, but it's just, I don't want to live in a world where it's just like all white people and most of us are poor and a very few of us are rich. I just don't want to live in that kind of world. I don't know. Just like the business world and culture just is not like my fucking type of lifestyle.
No.
Like, I get you got to do something to make your money, but the wearing a suit and a tie,
yep,
and shit like that, it's like no, thank you. The corporate world, fuck Wall Street, that Trump loves so much.
The market will crash.
Yeah. Well, they didn't do anything.
He loves it, but is holding it hostage.
Yeah, well, but it's just, we didn't change anything.
Fuck no.
We're just doing the same shit.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's why all the economy's doing good. The economy, well, okay, let's give it a minute here. We can't stay on this trajectory. So you see all, the housing, they're flipping houses and all that stuff like that again. And it's like, well, okay, let's fool me once. Kind of a deal.
I guess when I just found this, so Serena Williams was disqualified or whatever, or got points taken away, and when the trophy was being handed out, people were booing, and so Serena went and supported her opponent, basically telling the crowd to quit being fucking douchebags.
Who?
The crowd.
Oh.
The crowd was booing. I can't remember. Fuck, I've never heard of her name.
I can't pronounce it.
Orsoka or
yeah,
Osaka
right.
or something.
Yeah.
Orasaka. Yeah, I don't know. My brain. I'm ready to go drink some beer. Pretty much, we're just in a level fuckville.
it's that peculiar time again where it's like
humanity is on its...
every time you like kind of take a step back a little bit and then something just fucking hits and it's just like, these are the times we're living in. All right.
Yeah, that's really, it's just, so I don't believe in just just the linear level, like the progress just is linear.
Fuck no.
So, it goes through
up
things
and down, up and down.
Yep, exactly. It goes up and down, up and down. And
right now we're on the down.
On the down, and
I can't
the difference between in the past of things going down and when things go down here is that they didn't have nuclear weapons and nuclear factories and shit like that.
Yep.
That's the difference. Like, I mean, so that's what's kind of a little terrifying.
Very much so. Fun times, folks.
Yeah, I think on that, unless, is there anything else you got? Is there anything you want to say, Cody? You've been here very quiet.
Football's on me.
Football's
back.
Football is back.
Was
there anything you want to talk about football-wise, or end on a better note than a low note?
Since being a Broncos fan, I think the Raiders are in a huge spiral.
That is true. Last time we podcasted, Khalil Mack had not been traded yet by the Raiders.
Yeah, which is awesome. Fucking love this.
Especially because we had we have a friend who was a Raider fan, and last Saturday I asked him like what his thoughts on it, and he said that Khalil Mack would get re-signed by the Raiders, and then the next morning he was
12
traded.
hours later.
Like not even literally just hours later he gets traded by the Raiders to the Bears, which makes the Bears an intriguing team. Like, I don't necessarily think they'll go to the playoffs, but it makes them... I would have been inclined to maybe put them in the wild card, but...
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have, but I would have thought about it.
NFC is too good for that.
That's the thing, too, is that the NFC is so deep.
I was going to put, after hearing that news, I think Chicago gets the 9 wins with this.
Well, and the thing is, we still don't know who Mitch Trubisky is.
If they could score 13 points, I think they can get 9 wins. Yeah.
But that's the thing, there's going to be games where they might not even score 13 points.
Yeah.
Like when they play the Vikings or...
They got to play Packers twice a year.
Yeah.
In the Vikings, yeah.
But look at the Vikings' offensive line.
The whole division could score 30 points at any point.
I mean, in Chicago...
both of those... The Packers' offensive line and the Vikings' offensive line could get dominated by them.
Detroit's offensive line.
Definitely Detroit's offensive line.
Yes. It's, that's the thing.
I think...
You just fucking eliminate
this isn't much of a bold prediction, but I definitely think the Lions get last in that division.
Oh, yeah. This preseason showed that their front on both sides of the ball are still needing work.
Well, they don't even have Haloti Ngata anymore.
No.
They had Haloti Ngata. They don't even have Haloti Ngata. So.
Yeah, their offensive line still needs some pieces, and definitely their defensive front. Yeah.
Word.
Poor Matthew Stafford again.
Yeah, that guy's just another year running for his life.
Yep.
Hey, favorite play, Walter?
What?
Shotgun rollout.
Well, at least in that situation, it's not as bad because I hate it when it's like at the 3. It's a 2-point conversion. It's in the goal line and they do a rollout because then there's at least if there's open field to throw it further downfield, there's more. It opens it up a little bit more. But. So far, though, this year, there's yet to be... It's only been 1 week of college football, or 2 weeks now, and there's only been one NFL game, but so far it's been...
Real gross.
The one that's really gross was the NFL game.
Yeah. That was fucking bad.
Actually, I don't even know if there's been a college football game that's been good. Well, it's Kentucky beating Florida. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But there hasn't been a game that's been good.
Not particularly, no.
Like, I thought West Virginia and Tennessee would be a better game than it was, and it was a
Dude,
blowout.
Being in Lexington tonight would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They are gonna go nuts.
Like, what? We just beat fucking Florida?
They would beat Florida in how many years was it?
Oh, God.
Was it like 50 or something like that?
Nah, like 32, I think.
32?
32 years since they beat Florida?
I want to say 32.
Jesus Christ. Notre Dame, Michigan. Notre Dame, Michigan was probably the best game, and that's not good.
No. That was a shit game.
Well, the Clemson A&M. That's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah,
Actually,
that was cool.
That was a good enough game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a good game or a great game, but it was... Well, I guess I did say it's good enough.
So far, it's okay. It's good.
Yeah.
But
Week 2.
Watching the NFL, I mean, even just the Thursday night game, it was a lot more tolerable than most of what we watched today because even though the two quarterbacks kind of sucked, it seemed like they could competently complete passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like these ones, like, did you just see that fucking play? The quarterback just fell.
No, he didn't just... Oh, he got tripped up by his... Yeah. Nonetheless, at least with the Falcons-Eagles game, it's like, at least there's good defense being played.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You can't say that with some of the games that we saw today.
No. Somehow they...
No, well, just what the thing is with the NFL is that what it has going for it is that it's got the fucking red zone.
Red zone!
Red zone!
The fucking red zone is just such an awesome idea.
So incredible.
Because it's just, there's no commercials. It is just...
7 hours commercial free, baby.
Just, it is amazing. Even the like when there's only 2 games and there's like timeouts in both of them, he just does replays of the games that happened before.
Yeah. Check out this awesome play that happened earlier.
Yeah, it's like, so it's just even the timeout, like there's this...
Yeah.
God damn.
Exactly.
Devin and I's team will be... God, that guy just oversales people left and right.
Hey, dude.
This quarterback for Arizona State has overthrown receivers by 4 yards downfield like 5 times in a row.
They have a step in the end zone, too.
You always got to just put it on them, man. Come on.
Put a little finesse.
God.
He's got that one eye black when it's dark outside. He's badass.
No wonder
Fucking put all of it into that one.
The Devin's team is the Steelers, and they play the Browns. No Le'Veon Bell. But they play the Browns.
I've honestly been wanting them to get rid of him for a number of years now.
I don't know why they haven't traded him.
I know. As long as this dispute's been going on, I'm like, just get rid of it. It's the same thing with Martavis Bryant.
Yeah.
This last year was the first year he'd been on the field a full 16 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what the guy does when he's on the field is like only one other person really can do that.
Okay, but I'm not paying him an ungodly amount of fucking money if he's only shown me one time he could be on the field a full 16 games.
Oh, I agree. I wouldn't pay Rams.
And that's what he wants. So I'm like, all right, somebody else can give it to you.
Even the Rams paying Gurley what they did, I wouldn't do that. I mean, that's ridiculous. And Le'Veon, I think, might be a little better than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't pay Le'Veon that much, especially because his history with substance abuse and just injuries.
Just being stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then just having to play Vontaze Burfict twice.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I wouldn't be so okay without having him for this. I mean, it could be the 10 weeks without having a backup plan. I know people like Connor, but Connor is nowhere near what he is.
No.
If they kind of knew this was coming, draft
God.
Darius Geis in the second round or something like that. Even though he's hurt, but he might not have been hurt with a new team, but...
Osaka, that's who it was.
I mean, just have a plan in place.
Yeah.
If you knew this was going to come to this.
Yeah, they
Because
just...
he kind of did give you a warning. He wanted a contract.
I guess they were going to say, we'll call your bluff, and he didn't bluff. Then at the same time, my Vikings play the 49ers, which could be very intriguing because...
It's a very intriguing matchup.
Garofalo threw a pick in every game last year.
Yeah.
Hey, Walt, he has not lost.
But he has not lost.
7-0.
7-0.
He's pretty good. But, I mean, the Vikings are just an overall great team.
So it is one of those games, though, where you could see the 49ers winning it and, like, people thinking, oh, shit, like, here they come, and then they kind of go, like, 7-9, 8-8.
I kind of do hope that's what happens.
Yeah, I think they're a year. I think they're a year
I hope
away.
the fucking Seahawks beat your Broncos, so they make fun of you that you're going to lose to the Seahawks. Have fun making it.
Ha-ha!
Russell Wilson's good, okay?
Yeah, Russell Wilson's good. The Seahawks, not so much.
Not so good. No.
It's pretty much nothing after that.
Yep.
It actually is not Earl Thomas.
Which is finally going to actually play.
Yeah, after Earl Thomas and Russell Wilson, it's just kind of like...
Shaq Griffin.
Oh, yeah, he's an Eagle. Or a Seahawk.
He's starting.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, he's going to be good, and people are going to be like, son of a bitch.
Yep.
We doubted him because of him not having his hand, just like Cole just doubted him for not having his hand. And
Yes.
it's the same old script.
Yep.
That's my prediction, is that he actually ends up being, like, pretty fucking good.
Oh, that dude, he fucking flies all over the field.
And he just will have that chip on his shoulder that athletes love to have, where it's just no one fucking believes in me.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking stoked. And then the Sunday night game is intriguing.
Very.
Bears Packers.
It'll be. I don't know how much Khalil Mack will play. Mainly because.
Yeah. But even without him, they had a really good defense. So
yeah, they do.
I think it'll be. And they were playing Glennon, and that was when Glennon last year they put on that Thursday night game, and
That's right.
like Rodgers threw the ball like 60 times.
Yeah.
So. Fuck. Yeah, I think that'll be. Oh, and then there's the Monday night games. Is there a Thursday night game this week?
This coming up?
Yeah, do they do Thursday nights?
I'd imagine
Yeah,
so.
every week there's Thursday night.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna look, see where that is.
They moved
Cool.
the Fox now.
What?
So you get Troy Aikman and Joe Buck.
On Thursday night games?
Yep.
Thank God.
Hmm?
It's not on NFL Network.
Well, I'm sure like the Fox NFL Network combined, like it with CBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like pretty much.
I like Buck and Aikman.
Hmm?
I like Buck and Aikman.
I like Joe Buck. Aikman can be a little like. No shit, Troy. They need to get a first down on this play. But I do like him though. Having said
Hey,
that,
he's got a few concussions. In
Yeah,
his
yeah.
game.
that's the thing, is I'm sympathetic to his.
Is that a few? It's an understatement, but yeah.
Yeah, Ravens Bengals.
Yikes.
Interesting.
Hey, plastic. The ocean.
It's a kitty.
We could hear footsteps. It's like, what the hell? Alright, what's the Sunday night game? Oh, okay, no, we're just gonna...
Get her tough.
Oh yeah, the door's closed.
No, open
Oh,
it.
you opened it?
You hear him whining.
He's whining because the cat just jumped over the fence. Said, fuck this fucking douchebag.
I wanna play.
Alright, I got nothing else. I'm pooped.
Yeah, I kind of.
I'm tired of talking.
Fuck off, Gordy.
Gordy wasn't here because he's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, what the shit? It was available at 8-ish. I think we're after 8-ish.
Yeah, he ain't coming.
Nope.
And he missed out.
He played our asses.
He did. I'm glad I didn't wait for him.
Seriously, you would have never got here.
I would have never got here, so fuck him.
Yep.
Alright. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Adios.